right channel. I know I look different, but it's still the same old Nikki Glamour girl. Come here. What is up, my beautiful Glamazons, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my favorite series here on my channel, Ask Nikki. Now, before we go any further into this video, because I already know that this is going to be a huge topic of conversation instead of the advice, my appearance and my hair and like, what the hell, who is this, what is going on, explain. I've been just bored. I don't know how else to say this. I am so bored of looking at my same ass hair, my same makeup style, my same clothes. I don't know what's going on with me, y'all. I be trying to redecorate my whole house. So today I decided to wear a pink wig. Like, that's just how it works. Seriously, you guys, I have been getting so into wigs lately, and like, it just came up out of nowhere. I started looking stuff up, and then all of a sudden I'm ordering a bunch of them, not just one. I ordered 5. I may or may not have the same hair color because I'm just having so much fun right now. With that being said, this is my first time trying wigs. I'm not a huge fan of like this situation right here. I am learning to install. I am learning how to put on. I am learning. So don't be coming at me sideways, okay? I'm just trying to have fun right now. Don't rain on a bitch's parade, all right? Leave me alone. Obviously, this is a wig. It looks like a wig. I didn't really work too hard on it just because, like, I'm just enjoying the moment right now. I'll perfect the kinks later, okay? So let me live. Without further ado, can we get into Ask Nikki now without y'all, like, because I already know, okay? This is a huge difference. I know, I hope it doesn't distract too much from the video, but girl, I got bored, and this is what happens when Nikki gets bored. For those of you guys that are new to my channel, what a day to come over here because I'm just going through a whole bunch of changes right now. But hey, what's up? My name is Nikki. I tell stories, I give advice videos, I do fashion videos, maybe soon some hair videos. So if you guys are interested in those types of videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button so your girl is always in your subscription box, and you can be a part of my Glamazon family. This is exactly what it sounds like. My Glamazons will email me at asknikki@yahoo.com with their particular situations, what they're going through in their life, a lot of which is relatable to a lot of us. Now, y'all know through my stories, I've been through a lot. I've had a lot of different types of situations that I have found myself in. I've gone to multiple different schools. I've been around multiple different personalities. Girl, in this series, I not only give my mediocre advice, but what's really cool about it, my favorite aspect about this series is the fact that you guys, my Glamazons, are very much involved by voting in the polls. You can find them on the top right hand corner of your screen throughout the video. And of course, the comment section down below is always available for you guys to spread your wisdom and knowledge. Just letting y'all know, as I usually do, if I see any hatred, any smart assness, any like just being catty towards one another, especially about someone's personal situation in their life, I'm gonna delete it and block you like 2.5 seconds. Nobody is coming here to be judged. I mean, I came on here with the wig that I barely know how to put on, okay? I'm not trying to get judged. Nobody's here to be talked to like they're stupid, so let's not. All positivity, girl, otherwise you can leave. So let's be nice, let's be kind, let's be understanding, and let's get on to our Glamazon shot of the day. As most of you guys know, I love giving my Glamazons, my girls, my Manazons, my boys that love and support me. These are my ride or dies, my MVPs, my do anything for me, my home skillet biscuits, my love me no matter what, okay? They send me their Glamazon shots via Twitter or Instagram. I do toggle between the two. Last time I went via Instagram. This time I'm gonna find you via Twitter. So if you guys don't have my social handles, make sure that you take a little look-see right here. Give your girl a follow. Stop it! Oh my god! People are starting to receive Nikki Glamour merch and Glamazon merch and stuff, and one of my Glamazons sent me her little sister in my beanie, and she is so cute, and it warms my heart. You guys like ordered my stuff and are receiving it because it's cute. Wow, girl, damn, you ain't gotta slay me like that. So this is how it is. I pick randomly the day of filming, so make sure if you guys would like your chance to get some personal love from me, make sure you're sending your Glamazon shot using hashtag Glamazon shot, tagging your girl on either Twitter or Instagram, because you could be the next one. Boom, boom, slaying on everybody. So today's Glamazon shot of the day is my girl Denise. She goes by Lovely Denise on Twitter. Her handle is @LoveyVet18, and she said, "Perfectly imperfect, hashtag Glamazon shot. Love you so much. God bless your family." Thank you so much. Your hair though is like, Thank you so much for being one of my diehard Glamazons and watching my crazy ass and my videos. I really appreciate it. You guys know that I would not be here without you, and I could not do this without each and every one of you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now let's get into y'all situations and what y'all got yourself into, because girl, we need to talk. Jumping right into our first email, for those of you guys that have never heard about this before, I do keep my Glamazons anonymous. I've just found that that is like something across the board that most of y'all want. So your IRL, you know, friends and family don't watch this video and know it's you. So don't worry, if you do write into me, I will keep your stuff anonymous and confidential, okay? Whatever like little details you want me to change in the story, you just let me know. I do it, girl. I got you, okay? So don't be scared to write into me for that. This is from our girl, and she had a very simple subject line saying, I need your advice. Hey Nikki, I love your channel and your story times, and I love you. I need your advice. I'm almost 16 and my birthday is September 16th. Oh my gosh, happy birthday, that just passed. I'm a sophomore in high school and I just moved about a year and a half ago to Louisiana. I have a couple of close friends I have made from the past year. I love my friends, but not so much my high school. The people in my high school like to start drama and talk about people. Most of the time I love talking to people, and I would consider myself a sweet person to everyone I meet. I don't have a problem with anyone in my high school, and I would never talk bad about people or want them to feel bad about themselves. But the other day I was in geometry class. I don't really like geometry, mainly because of the people in there. Anyways, that day we were working on homework, and the teacher was calling everyone one by one to his desk to show them their grade for the class. When I got up out of my seat, I walked over to the desk and I was talking to the teacher about my grade, and I heard someone faintly laughing. I didn't think much of it and I went back to my seat. Well, later after the bell rang, one of my friends told me that a girl was talking about me, saying that I was bad built, basically saying my body is not shaped right. I've heard of this girl and she's known for talking about people. Keep in mind, I've never once had a conversation with her. Normally it wouldn't bother me, but I'm a sensitive person. I don't know what came over me, but I cried in my next class. Thankfully, I had one of my friends to calm me down about the situation, but I'm asking for your advice. How do you not care about what people think? I know that nobody's opinion matters but mine of myself, but it's just hard not to care. I feel like I'm so sick of being talked about when I don't have a problem with anyone, and I just can't seem to stop caring. First of all, love, thank you for writing into me. I really appreciate it. Let's talk about this situation real quick. Like, I'm gonna be real. I feel like a lot of y'all do this to each other and like be talking about things that people cannot control, like their body type or their hair type, or you know, things like that, things that a person was born with or you know, just genetically has. If you make fun of that, you're an asshole. I don't know how else to put that, because that person couldn't control it. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, to my girl, your question was, how do you stop caring? You just have to stop caring, my love. And it's so hard, especially, you know, around your age. When I was in high school, I wanted everybody to like me. I wanted everybody to think I was pretty. I wanted everybody, like if anybody said something negative about me, it affected me so badly. I don't know why I put so much emphasis and importance on their opinion, even if we didn't know each other. Like the fact that you don't know this girl because she said that you were bad built, even though you don't know her, even though you don't have like a personal connection to her, even though her opinion shouldn't really matter, it does, because she's a stranger essentially. I think it messes with us so badly in our head, because we're like, dude, that's a stranger, and that's the first thing that came to her mind when she looked at me, was that I was bad built. Like that's the aspect that really just hits you, you know, and you're just like, wow, maybe it is really bad, and you start questioning everything about what that person said, and you don't even know them. It don't make no sense logically, but emotionally, that's what happens, girl. And it's going to continue to happen. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you think that there's ever going to be a point in time in your life the bitches are going to stop talking shit, girl, people are always gonna have something to say, and it ain't always gonna be good. More oftentimes than not, it's going to be critical, not even constructive criticism. It's just gonna be rude, especially nowadays when people can just be whoever they want to on the internet. Is be commenting like they're crazy and just saying whatever they want to say. You have to just understand that that person's opinion doesn't matter. Like, who are they? Honestly, like Who are they? I be reading between the lines, okay? And the interesting thing about what you said about a girl is that she's actually known for talking about people like that. And that's indicative of a miserable person. She is not happy with herself. There's something going on with her. And that's what happens. People lash out and they want to make you feel bad about yourself, and they want you to start questioning who you are and be in the same miserable ass boat as them. Don't fall for it. Some days are going to be easier than others, and there will be some times that a girl says something to you or about you that's just so apparent that they're wrong and they're just trying to like get under your skin and you're like, meh. But then there are some other times somebody says something about you and it just really hits home for you, or it may be, you know, on an insecurity that you have. I gotta do that a lot of times, girl. Things that people say about me, and like complete strangers, will start to affect me. And then when I stand back and I look at the big picture and I'm like, okay, having a terrible day, I don't want to wear this, or I don't want to do that because this person that I literally could not pick out of a crowd said this and this. When you really look at the big picture, you're like, that's really dumb. Being a part of the girl world especially, I just feel like it's catty, and it's like we're constantly in competition with one another and we feel inferior to each other. And like, I don't know what it is that we're competing for, because I sure as hell hope it ain't men. It just brings out the cattiness, you know, and that's all that is cattiness. That's why she ain't got no friends. That's why she's known for this type of behavior, because that's just what she does. She's miserable and she wants you to feel as bad as she does. And honestly, it just comes with practice. And with practice means that you get talked about a lot. But here's the good thing. If and when people stop talking shit about you, you should be worried, because that means you ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not happy with your body and you feel like you're bad built, because like you said, the only person's opinion that matters is yours, then do something about it, girl. It ain't no big thing. Like, all you gotta do is just go to the gym, treat yourself right, you know, eat right. You know the dealio. But only do it if you feel that way. But if you feel like you cute already, don't be letting any of these girls make you think otherwise. It's better that we learn how to manage that and manage our emotions, and have such a solid foundation and understanding of who we are that nobody else can shake that. That's where we need to be emotionally, you know, as far as our self-esteem is concerned, because, you know, in the words of Cat Williams, girl, it's called self-esteem. I hope this advice helps, girl. I wish I had like a magic formula or something that we could all follow so that, you know, it magically makes us not care about what other people think, but it really is just something that comes along with time and experience. So that is my piece of advice. I hope it helps, but don't just take my word for it. Glamazons, y'all know what to do. Let her know up in the polls. You can find them on the top right hand corner of your screen. How do you handle this situation? What are the things that help you not care about somebody else's opinion? Is it as simple as just ignoring that person, or is it something that affects you and still does? Let me know up in the polls down in the comment section below, because I know it's not just me and our girl. I know that so many of us, if not all, have felt personally scrutinized and quite simply being made to feel bad by another person for our outward appearance. So let me know your stories down below, how you dealt with it, how you continue to deal with it, and let's help each other out so that we can be more confident in this world, girl, because if not, we're gonna get chewed up and spit out. Thank you so much for writing into me, love. Remember, you that one, girl. Don't let nobody make you forget. Mwah. Hey, Nikki, I really need your advice on this situation I'm going through at the moment, because I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. For backstory, me and this boy, we'll call him Jay, had known each other for about 3 years. We weren't really friends, but we did talk sometimes, and we did hang out with a group of friends together from time to time. We stopped talking and hanging out just because we were both busy and caught up with our own lives, but soon started talking again this year. About a month before we started talking again, I had just got out of a 15-month relationship and he cheated on me. Because of this, I was really insecure. I had no intention of being in a relationship and had no desire to commit to anything. When Jay and I did start talking though, we became really good friends, and I found out we had a lot more in common than we thought when we hung out the years before. Even though I knew I was nowhere near ready for a relationship or anything of the sort, a few months after being just friends, I started flirting with him. This eventually turned into a relationship, and I can tell that he really likes me. His last relationship was really toxic, so he always tells me how I'm 100% better than his ex, and he never thought he would find a girl that made him this happy. Although I like him, like I said before, I'm not ready for a relationship at all. I want to tell Jay that I think we would be better off as friends and not lead him on any more than I already did. But he told me that his way of coping with breakups is cutting off all communication with that person so he can move on. That's the last thing I want. I really enjoy him as a person. We've become really close friendship-wise, and I think of him as a close friend of mine. I'm fully aware that this is my fault. I should have never flirted with him knowing I'm not ready for a relationship, and wish I would have kept it strictly friendly because I really love him as a friend. I know I need to tell Jay that I'm not ready for a relationship, but I don't want him to cut me off. What do I do? Girl, you gotta face the music with this one. This is where like rebound relationships come into play, okay? Where you get out of a relationship, especially if someone cheats on you, okay? Y'all know, and if y'all don't know, go to my story times, but I have been cheated on. He cheated on me with a girl from his job that I got him, okay? And then after we broke up, he slept with my best friend. So I understand there's something that happens to you psychologically and emotionally when somebody cheats on you. You automatically blame yourself, like, why wasn't I enough? What could I have done better? What does that person have that I don't have? Like, what was I lacking? Super, super hard not to let it affect you that way, but it does. So when you came out of this 15-month relationship, which is a long time, girl, you knew that you were not ready for a relationship because of how you feel. After you know that you've been cheated on, it's almost like instinctual for us to go out there and prove that we're worth it, or prove that we still got it like that, you know? And a lot of times it's not even intentional. You just like start hanging out with the person and like they make you feel beautiful again and they make you laugh all over again, and all of a sudden you're laughing and you haven't laughed in months. I'm not saying this to say that like, you know, I completely support you doing this to this boy, but what I am saying is that this happens quite a bit just because of the mental state it puts us in when we're cheated on. And sometimes it really does cloud our vision on what to do. It feels nice. At the end of the day, it feels nice. And so we get caught up in it. And all of a sudden we're stringing this poor guy along and he wants a relationship. Based on your email, I don't know how long ago his breakup was. So I don't know if maybe, girl, you're a rebound for him too, you know? I don't know if he's like actually ready to have a new relationship with you, or if you guys are just both hurt and like turning to each other. Now, you say that you can tell that he really likes you, and that's the part that's concerning to me, is that like this isn't even like a surface fun relationship and like we're just having a good time. This is something that he's getting very deeply into. He's telling you about his ex and his past experience and how happy he is with you. He didn't think anybody else could make him that happy. All of this, all of that. Girl, you need to get out and get out now. I know that you're afraid of the repercussions, but I'm telling you right now, if you continue to wait this out, you go from quite possibly having the option of being friends with him to not at all, because the longer that you let it go, the angrier he's gonna be, I think. Maybe you guys can continue to be friends, but if you can't, you just have to deal with it, girl. And I know that that's really sad, and I know that that's upsetting, but honestly, it ain't about you at this point. This boy matters, his feelings matter. How he chooses to deal with this situation or deal with this news is completely up to him. And just because it may not benefit you or make you feel good doesn't mean that you should just completely avoid it and keep stringing this poor guy along, okay? This ain't about you. Right now, this is about him. And if you really love him as a friend and you want him to have the best of the best, then he needs the truth. I don't know how to guarantee that your friendship will remain intact, but I just feel like the likelihood is a lot higher if you deal with this right away. If you continue to let it go on and he develops more and more deeper feelings for you, I just feel like the likelihood of remaining friends after he knows the truth starts dwindling and dwindling and dwindling until it's pretty much guaranteed that he's not going to want to speak to you anymore. And I don't want it to get to that point, girl. So my advice for your particular situation is for you to go ahead and have that conversation now. That's what I would do. That's how I would deal with it. And that's how I would advise you to deal with it. But don't just listen to me. Glamazons, y'all know what to do. Sound off in the polls up above on the top right-hand corner of your screen. How should our girl deal with this when she knows in her heart that she is not ready for a relationship, but she found this great guy, okay? She loves being friends with him. He's amazing. He's great. However, she's not ready for a relationship. She is currently in a relationship with him, but she's not ready for that type of commitment, but she does not want to lose him as a friend. Let me know in the polls what you guys think, and also down in the comments section below if you've ever had this situation or something similar. How did you deal with it? How did it turn out? Were you guys able to be friends afterwards? Let us know down below, girl. Thank you so much for writing into me. I hope that this helps. Check out the polls, check out the comments down below, see what your fellow Glamazons are saying you should do about your particular situation. I love you, and I really hope that this works out. Mwah. All right, on to the next email. This is from our girl, and her subject line is emotional affair. I just have a feeling I'm gonna lose my ish to this one. Okay. Hey, Nikki. So me and my mans have been together for 4.5 years, and we've definitely had our ups and downs. In high school, I met my now ex-best friend. We'll call her Ashley. So as my BFF, I introduced her to my boyfriend. Well, throughout our friendship, she became very close to my man. I started to notice when they were around each other, she would fill his head with attention. She'd laugh at every joke he made, even make fun of me with him. She'd always find a way to side with him. As a girl, you know how girls are. So I had to do something. First, I talked to my man, and he said he saw nothing wrong with it. So I had to move on to plan B. I cut her off. When I cut her off, my relationship was so much better. Side note, when I cut her off, I asked my man why he wanted to be friends with her so bad, and he said because he can talk to her about things he can't talk to me about, and he enjoys talking to her. But recently, it was my man's birthday. She texted him happy birthday. Instead of him saying thank you and leaving it at that, he continues to say that he misses her. She then replies with, I miss you too, I missed our therapy sessions. And then had the audacity to say that she would like to remain friends with him before even becoming friends with me again. Okay, hold up. So we go through that argument and everything's okay. But now, tomorrow is her birthday. I told my man that if he even tells her happy birthday, that it needs to be that only, no extra BS. My question to you is, am I being insecure? Is this an emotional affair between the two? How can I make him respect me? Thank you for all the advice, your lovely Glamazons. Girl, oh girl, wait. This strikes a chord. Y'all know my situation. Y'all know my situation in high school with my best friend, okay? Now, so let me calm down before I go off. Firstly, you and your man have been together for 4.5 years. That is a lot of time, okay? Now, in high school, you met your bestie, Ashley. She is now your ex-best friend because of this situation. Let's talk about this item by item and why this may be an issue, okay? Firstly, you've been with your man for 4.5 years. However, you have known Ashley and been best friends with her since high school. So obviously, you've been friends with her longer than you and your man have been together. Now, as your best friend, you introduce her to your man because of course, like why not? So let's talk about all the attention she's giving your man, okay? Is that normal? Is it normal for your best friend to come around your man's and give him extra attention and laugh at every joke he makes and haha and hee hee? No, it's not. It's not. David is really funny. Y'all know this. If y'all watch the Family Channel, if y'all have ever watched any video with him, he's a really funny person. I know this. That's why I got with him, okay? He's my man. But, and however, that does not give any of my friends clearance to be coming up in here sounding like hyenas and hee hee and ha ha, okay? Like, he ain't that funny. You can relax. You can, like, tone it down. Whatever, you know, like if my man is saying like a little one-liner all casually, I don't need to be hearing you a mile away laughing about it for 5 minutes. Like that's just weird. But that could just be me. That could just be me. Fine. Maybe some of y'all don't see a big deal about that. Maybe y'all are like, you know what? He was just laughing at his joke. Maybe he's just really funny. Okay, fine. Then you say, does she even makes fun of you with him? What? No. As your best friend, okay? Not his, not nobody else's, as your best friend. Ain't she supposed to always have your back no matter what? I feel like that is shady on a whole other level because that's your best friend. When Khadijah comes over to my house and she's around David does, you know, y'all know him. We be talking stuff to each other. He always tries to shade me and drag me. We always play with each other, but it's just that. But, you know, he be trying it. When Khadijah hears that, if you don't think my best friend be turning around and being like, boy, stop. Like, you're so dumb. Da-da-da. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. Don't be talking to my friend like that. Khadijah is very fast to do that. I am just as fast with her mans. Like, don't be trying to talk about my best friend, okay? Don't be sitting up here trying to drag her. And then, you know, she'll say something smart to him and be like, whatever, David, that's why you don't know what you're talking about. And blah, blah, blah. And I do the same thing with her mans. Why? Because we're best friends, okay? We got each other's back like that. There ain't no reason. You think that my best friend would sit up there and side with David and be like, oh yeah, she does do that, huh? Like, she would never. I just feel like that's going out of her way to try to, like, you know, be buddy with him. And like, I know, huh? We both see this about her and like, we're bonding. Like, stop it. No, I'm not good with that. Your friend should not be doing that. I'm sorry. I just feel like when it comes to your mans, your friend should always have your back, not his. He's over here making fun of you, so what? She thinks that you're ridiculous too? What, she got something to say too? What I do love about you girls, that you act fast. You said I had to do something. So you talk to your mans. Now let's talk about that. You have a conversation with your mans and you say, hey, this is bothering me. I'm seeing it. A, B, and C, and like, she just laughs at your jokes too much. And he said he saw nothing wrong with it, the whole situation, okay? So you move on and you decide to cut it off, like, immediately. You're not about that life. You got a whiff. You're just like me, because I would have cut that shit off. I don't like that. If I get a whiff that you are favoring my man, that you are sitting up here kiki and haha in front of my man and trying to be all cute and agreeing with him and doing all this other shit and being extra, you are going to get your extra ass out. Like, no, sorry, I'm not doing it. And you immediately notice that your relationship is so much better. Now, the problem doesn't end here, okay? Your man's birthday comes around, okay? And I guess for some reason, they had each other's numbers. Now, I don't know why she would have your man's number. My best friend does have David's number, but it's because she be helping me plan baby showers and birthday parties and surprises for me with David. David's not the best at planning, so when he's trying to like plan surprise birthday parties and stuff, he hits up Khadijah and like, that's it. But this, I mean, were they doing that? Were like, why? I just want to know why. Where did the point of contact come where they decided to exchange numbers, and for what reason? I just want to know. She texts your man on his birthday and says, happy birthday. Okay, fine. You can't control what she does, fine. She texts him happy birthday. Why is he even on her mind? She don't even know him like that. Like, again, being extra. Instead of just saying thank you and, you know, just leaving it at that, because this is kind of weird, he decides to not only say thank you, but say that he misses her. He misses her. You know what he did in that moment? Do you know what he did in that moment? In that moment, he opened up the window to treachery, okay? To ratchetness, to like mess. She was not the person to initiate that I miss you shit. She said, I miss you too. Because now guess what? Your man done told her that he misses her. So she decides to come back with, I miss you too. I miss our therapy sessions. What? Now let's talk about the therapy sessions, okay? Your man gave you a reason as to why he wanted to continue to be friends with her even after y'all's friendship ended. And his reason was, and I quote, he said he can talk to her about things he can't talk to me about. Like what? Like what? What in the hell do they have in common so much that you would not understand it? What is it that they're talking about that you wouldn't comprehend, that you can't understand? Or maybe that his best friend, don't he have a best friend? He ain't got no friends? How come he can't talk about all this stuff with his best friend? Why is he having to go to this girl to talk about things that he can't talk to you about? What the hell is that supposed to mean? You think that that's going to make me feel any better about this situation? You think that I'm going to feel any more comfortable about this because y'all be having these little conversations about topics that you can't talk to me about for some goddamn reason? Oh no. Oh no. Tell me if I'm tripping. Tell me if I'm tripping, okay? If your man is sitting here looking at you in the face and being like, oh, why do I want to still be friends with her? Because, babe, I can talk to her about things I can't talk to you about. Am I dumb? What? I don't understand. What you mean? To please tell me what credentials she has that I do not. Let me know. And she over here, I miss our therapy sessions. Ooh. You're telling your man that she misses her therapy sessions and, you know, all the great advice that he has to give. She then says that she would like to remain friends with him before even becoming friends with you again. Like, I don't know if y'all were planning on becoming friends again, but either way, this girl is like, hey, regardless of what, you know, me and her are going through, I want to be friends with you. I just feel like she's putting a hell of a lot more emphasis on the friendship between herself and your man than she is on you and her, which is weird considering the fact that she was friends with you first. Now, my situation was a little different. If y'all remember, Heather's funky ass knew Robert's funky ass before they even knew me. Like, they had known each other for like a good year or two prior to even meeting me. So her not necessarily picking a side, if you will, or not talking to Robert anymore after our breakup wasn't really an option. I understood why she didn't want to be in the middle, because she knew Robert longer, she was friends with him first, and like, I got that. And guess what? They slept together. I'm just saying. I didn't really feel like I had a whole lot to stand on as far as like, hey, you can't be friends with him because they were friends before we were. That ain't the case with you, girl. She didn't even know him before y'all met. Because of that, I just feel like this is just too much. This is like ridiculous. I don't understand why she feels like it's so necessary to maintain this friendship between him and her. She ain't even willing to like work on the relationship with you and be like, girl, I am so sorry I made you feel awkward with your man. That was not my intention. You wanna know why she's not having that conversation with you and like trying to put your heart at ease and reassuring you that she's not about that? Is because she is about that. I feel that way. I personally feel like this girl isn't trying to mend things with you and fix things with you because she don't want to. She has her eyes on exactly what the hell she wants, and that's not a friendship with you. That is a friendship with him. And I think, because I'm not stupid, that she's hoping that this friendship turns into something more. I just feel like people make time for what's important to them, and at this point in time, she's showing that he is more important, and I don't like that shit. And I just want to know why. I want to know why this friendship between him and her means way more to her, apparently, than you and her, especially having known her for that long. So that happens. You guys have that argument about him being on extra via text message on his birthday and all that. Now, it's about to be her birthday, and you feel the need to talk to your man beforehand and say, hey, if you're gonna tell her happy birthday, let it be just that. Don't let it be no other BS. And I just personally feel like, my love, the fact that you even have to have that conversation with him and like specify what's too much is like ridiculous. I feel like he should know not to do that and that there's no need for it. And I just don't understand why. I guess I'm just baffled at why this is even a thing, because I don't understand. Why should you even have to worry about your man contacting her for her birthday anyway? Like, he should know. He's not dumb. He knows not to be doing that. I don't even think that he owes her a happy birthday. For what? That's why I have no patience for stuff like this, because this sounds extremely familiar, girl, and I'm here to be real with you, okay? On to your questions. Are you being insecure? I don't feel like it. I don't feel like you're being insecure. I just feel like all of this spells mess, and I feel like you're getting a whiff of it, and I feel like you're really trying to like handle it, and you cut her off, you know, for the sake of your relationship, and now she's still creeping back up, and she had no business. Let's be real. She had no business texting your man on his birthday. Like, I feel like that was just such a slap in the face, and I feel like that was on purpose to get under your skin, but to also get at him. No, I don't feel like you're being insecure. Secondly, is this an emotional affair between the two? I feel like yes, I do, okay? With their whole therapy sessions and this whole, I can talk to her about things I can't talk to you about. What? What you mean? It has to be her? Her? That's your therapist? That's the person that you're going to right now? Like, well, the fact that the only person that can understand you is my ex-best friend is a little sus. Let's just be real. I don't know how personal they're getting. I don't know if they're going through their deepest, darkest secrets. I don't know if he's like really confiding in her about his past, his upbringing, all of that really deep-rooted emotional stuff. And if they are, hell yes, it's an emotional affair. They're way too emotionally attached to each other, apparently, with the whole I miss you and I miss our therapy sessions and all of that. Like, it's emotional. How can I make him respect me? Girl, you cannot make anybody respect you. Either they do or they don't. Either they see your worth or they're too stupid to. Don't ever try to force somebody to respect you, especially him. This should be a no-brainer for him. I don't understand what's going on with your man, and I'm gonna be straight up with you, girl, because I love you. He should already know what's up. As your man, he should already know. He shouldn't even care. Like, if you told him that y'all weren't friends, he should be like, all right, well, you know what happened, are you okay? But other than that, it shouldn't affect him none. I hate the fact that you feel like there's more that you need to be doing in order to get him to understand that, because it shouldn't, girl. You've already gone to him and said, hey, this is bothering me, babe. This is making me feel uncomfortable. He knows exactly where this is stemming from, whether he understands it or not. He knows that it makes you feel uncomfortable, and that in itself should be enough for him to stop all of it, to not even participate in it, because you know what? It makes his girl feel bad. That's what a relationship is. Like, you have to understand one another and make concessions for each other because y'all love each other. And this right here is disrespect, and you can't make him respect you, especially when it comes to your best friend and whether or not he wants to be friends with her. Like, this is stupid. I say this because you matter, and you need to remember that you matter. Regardless of how he's acting, she's acting, don't be putting up with stuff that you don't need to be putting up with. I feel like your man, I don't know, girl, if your man is cheating. He could not be, okay? But what I do know for certain is that this relationship right here is providing him with something. And my theory is that he likes feeling good. She laughs at all his jokes. He thinks he's so funny. She strokes his ego, and he likes the way that that feels. That in no way means that that should be more important than the way that you feel. That should not take precedence over the way that you feel. Girl, I'm so sorry. Look, that is my advice on this. I get very heated and very worked up with this because it happened to me, girl. It happened to me. It sounded very much like this, and I'm your sister, cousin, best friend all rolled into one, and I'm here to be straight up with you, and you do not need to be putting up with this. And if anybody has the power to shut it down, is your man. That's just my opinion. That's my advice. That's what I'm saying. Glamazons, y'all let me know up in the polls what y'all think about this situation, how y'all would handle it, what y'all think this is. Do you think our girl is being insecure about this? Do you feel like she's tripping? Do you feel like this is an emotional affair between the two? Do you feel like this is anything more than just a surface friendship? Or do you feel like this is innocent and just like, you know, they just don't want to stop being friends? Or do you feel like this could be something deeper and something a little bit more suspect? Let me know down below. Girl, check out the polls, check out the comments, see what your fellow Glamazons are saying. That's just how I feel. And I just don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to be in the position that I was in. I don't want you to feel the way that I felt, girl, because it felt terrible. And I just don't want you to be given the runaround and be made to feel stupid the way that I did, because I felt really, really stupid afterwards. And the fact that, like, I trusted both of them at one point, and like, it really did break my heart. I hope this helps you make a decision, my love, about this situation. I'm so sorry that you're even in the middle of all this and being made to feel this way, but that's how I would handle it. I'm very proud of the fact that you would not be putting up with this from her, but don't be putting up with it from him either. So I love you. Thank you so much for writing into me, and I hope that this gets better. I wish nothing but the best for you. Mwah. That is it for today's Ask Nikki, you guys. Those are the topics that we hit today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, found it helpful. Please make sure that you're participating in the polls and down in the comment section below. That's the only way that this series works. Let your Glamazons know how you feel about your situation, if you have something similar that has happened to you. As usual, if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so and hit that notification bell so you know every single time I upload a video here on my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming to chill with me for Ask Nikki today. I love you guys very much, and I will see you guys really soon in my next video. Peace.